healthy citizens is said to be the greatest asset any country can have. Hi there, my name is Zeze Oluchi. This is Healthy Youth, brought to you by Food Firm and Concept. And with me in the studio today is...
I'm Precious Odiahi, Dr. Precious.
Thank you for joining us in the studio today.
Thank you for having me.
You look gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you.
I love
you
your
so
dress.
much.
I love the color.
Yellow. The bright
Your
color.
makeup is amazing.
Thank you.
All right, viewers. So today we're going to be talking about the importance of good health-seeking behaviors. Yeah, so this is one topic that I've been really curious about because it's actually a very broad aspect.
Yeah.
So so when we're talking about good health-seeking behavior, what exactly does it mean? Like, what does it mean to have a good health-seeking behavior?
Okay. So, health-seeking behaviors are actions or activities undertaken by individuals who perceive they have a health problem or they are ill for the purpose of finding an appropriate remedy. So that's generally speaking.
Yeah.
So these health-seeking behaviors could be good, could be bad. You know, for instance, a lot of young people, they start their anti-malaria. By the second day, they feel okay. They dump the drugs. You understand?
Yeah,
I'm sure some of us are on that table.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand? You know?
I think I'm number one on that table.
Yes.
Exactly.
You know, and then a lot of people, they are ill. Like the way we were raised, the young men, you know, they don't want to show emotion. They don't want to show they are ill.
That they are weak.
That they are weak.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they tend to present late. We even see it in the hospitals a lot of time. They are ill. They stay at home till probably they cannot get up again, or their mothers or a caregiver or somebody now said, this is getting out of hand, and they bring
you have
to
go to the
so
hospital.
yeah. So both ends of the spectrum, you have the good seeking behaviors, and then you have also the bad ones.
Okay. Like you said, for those that perceive that they have, because I believe that, for you to have a good health-seeking behavior, you have to know that something is wrong with me. Yeah, before you. Okay. Yeah. Not bad. Okay, so what exactly are the factors? Like, what are the factors that influences a good health-seeking behavior?
Okay, so
there are numerous factors.
Numerous.
So many.
It's vast, actually.
Yeah.
So it ranges from our cultural, our belief systems. Like you said, the first thing is the perception. You have to actually know that what I'm feeling,
there's something wrong with me. Yeah.
And then we're all framed by our, upbringing, our culture, our family systems, how we're raised from our homes. You understand? For instance, you have communities now that believe that immunization is wrong.
Yeah,
you understand?
Exactly.
So they believe that vaccine given to their babies,
there's no need.
Yeah. It can cause some issues and the rest. You understand?
And after all, them as parents, they grew
They didn't even take it.
There was nothing
you understand? And they lived to 100 years.
Exactly.
So you cannot even convince them otherwise. So our cultural beliefs in this part of the world is key, because it frames how people take things, how people see things. For instance, we are very spiritual people in Africa.
In Nigeria.
Yes, in Nigeria. Everything, we try to relate it to some spiritual undertone. So somebody has leg swelling. He will tell you, I stepped on something somewhere.
Or they'll say maybe...
Or something through something. Or poison. Somebody is vomiting and say, no, somebody gave me poison to take. So our belief system is key. So those people, they will not even present to the hospital. Now we find people that come and they will tell you, this one is not hospital matter. They know where they will go for the treatment, like a spiritual home where they will go, for self-treatment. A lot of religious beliefs too affect how people seek the health-seeking behavior generally. For instance, there are a group of religious people that don't believe in blood transfusion. So no matter how,
tell you, my church doesn't, my religion.
Yes, some will tell you, in my church we don't take drugs. So they see drugs as like a taboo. So if they are even ill, they tend to hide their illnesses, so that people don't even know that they are ill. You understand? And then some people, we're talking about religious beliefs. Some people don't take blood, some don't take drugs. Some don't even like hospitalization. They'll tell you, I don't sleep in the hospital. So even if the illness is as such that needs them to be hospitalized, they'll tell you, no, they don't need that. And then our environment where people live in also contributes. For instance, some people that live in maybe a crowded place and they have a bad health-seeking behavior. For instance, in the era of COVID, some people have the symptoms and they will hide it.
And they will hide it, exactly.
And then from there, others it gets transmitted to
most people didn't even like the idea of using nose masks.
Nigerians never believed there was COVID. Exactly. Did you believe there was COVID?
Exactly. For me, yes. I did. I believe because I had people close to me that had symptoms. Before then, I was like, okay, maybe it's just a normal. Until when it happened to people,
someone close.
People like I think 3 people around me had a situation of COVID. So, sorry, I'm curious. How long have you been a doctor? Like, for how long have you been practicing?
Okay, I've been practicing for over 10 years now.
Wow, that's a long time. Okay, yes. Like you said, talking about people's religion, not allowing them to. So, if you find yourself in a situation like that, that is people not being willing to want to. Yeah, what exactly do you think can be done? Like, from your own
perspective? So these issues are very, very challenging, and it's what we meet on a day-to-day. We meet them every day in our practice. For instance, we have some women that need cesarean section, and they'll bring the phone and say, "Talk to my pastor." You understand? So you have to convince their pastors. The woman is ill and she's there.
Yeah.
So you need to.
Most of them might even be at the verge of
giving up. Yeah. So you need to convince their pastor. We say they want their pastors to come and lay hands first. So it takes a lot of patience from us, from the health practitioners, a lot of counseling, a lot of advising. Yes, you have to understand where they are coming from.
Yeah, I get it.
So. Yes, so that's what.
Okay, so in a society where we find ourselves now,
yes,
what are the significance of having a good health-seeking behavior? Like, what are the importance? Because I feel so many people don't even have this "I don't care" attitude. They don't even care. So, what would you say are the importance of having a good health-seeking behavior?
Okay, so the importance cannot be overemphasized. Because if you compare our environment to, the most developed worlds around us, you find out that our men and our women have a lower life expectancy rate. I think for men it's about 54, 55.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not up to 60 years old. It's not up to 60. And then for the females, like maybe 60, 62. Compared to our developed worlds where you can even see people live up to 100, 101, 105. Here, somebody lives up to 100 with a clap. It's like you have really lived long.
It's like a major celebration of life.
It's like you have really lived long. So when people have a good health-seeking behavior, they tend to come in early. These illnesses are picked up early. And many of them, like I said, are preventable. They are even treatable. Yeah. So we get them early. We intervene early.
It also makes it easier for you as a doctor.
Yeah, so treatment is even easier when you pick it earlier than when they are coming with complications. For instance, high blood pressure. Sometimes if you just go in, let's say you go into the market now and you check everybody in the market, you can pick maybe like a quarter or a third of those people with elevated blood pressures. And they're jumping all around the place doing their sales and all of that. So you find out that because these illnesses, some of them don't have symptoms, some of them don't have signs. Some people will tell you, I'm not even feeling
perfectly okay.
I'm okay. And you cannot be telling me I'm sick when I feel I'm okay.
I've seen where you have like hospitals that actually conduct this free
screening.
But because of people they don't care. Like, what's the needs? There's no need.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
And it's even worse with the male folks. Because, in masculinity and all of that, we're taught that it is wrong for a man to cry. Or to even sit down and say, or cover himself and say, I'm sick. It's like they'll tell you, you're not a man, when you cover yourself.
They don't want to show that
they
part
don't
of
come
them that
early,
they are weak.
And they don't come early.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right. So, like you said earlier, there is a good health-seeking behavior and there are bad health-seeking behavior. So, what are the consequences, like the dangers of having a bad health-seeking behavior? Because I feel that most people out there, they need to hear these things so that they know what exactly they're getting themselves involved with.
Yes, so when people have a bad health-seeking behavior, most times their illnesses are already way out of hand before they present. So a lot of them tend to come in late to the clinics, to the hospitals, and treatment is, don't treat them on time, and many of them die young at the end of the day.
Yeah. All right. So, lastly, before I let you go, okay. So, do you have any health story that you would like to share with us? Anyone at all from your experience? You've had many. You've been practicing.
Okay,
a long time.
Let me pick one that came close.
Yeah.
That I lost an aunt last year.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. She had ovarian cancer. And it's one of the most slow growing cancers. They picked it early, but she didn't see the need to go for her checkup. She felt somebody somewhere was attacking her, and that was the reason why she was having all those symptoms. So unfortunately, we lost her last year at 62. She was 62 years.
Wow, that's so. Anyways, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for educating us, because I feel that with the rate of I don't care attitude these days, so many people might just end up dying before their time. Reason. Exactly. All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. We've come to the end of today's episode of Healthy You, brought to you by Food Farm and Conduct. My name is Zeze Ology. See you next time.